Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been ages since I've done like a long form video and it's taken quite some time to line it up so that you can see my whole head and hair and yeah, everything. But yes, I have got there. So hello and welcome. So for a really long time, I've been thinking about doing like a midpoint check-in for all of the signs because we're midway through the year, we're in June already, right? But I've not found the time to sit down and do a long video like I did for each sign at the start of the year. So I figured I would just zoom through all 12 astrological signs in this one video, pulling one card for each sign as like a mid-year check-in, okay? So sit back, relax, watch the whole thing, skip to your sign. Let's just see what we have in store for us at this midpoint. Of course, go back and look at the yearly readings to provide a bit of context, but this will be just like a what do you need to know right now at this point in your year, okay? And we'll start with Aries. We have the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man, in the reverse, right? So the Hanged One is usually like this, hanging. This way around, we are upright. And this bodes well for you, Aries. This is telling me that if there's been a time of stagnation of trying to work out what is next in your life or what you want in your life or what you want to let go of in your life or how you want to move forward, there's been some clarity of late, and at this point in your year, you're ready to move forward in a desired direction. So something you've been waiting for is about to take place. So whether you've been waiting to go on a trip, whether you've been waiting for somebody to come and see you, something you've been waiting for, ready to move forward on. Any cloudiness in your mind about what you want in your life for the rest of this year and beyond, starting to, the clouds are starting to dissipate and your plans are starting to shape up, okay, Aries? So this is a sign to get moving. Where you have been stuck, start to move. Right, take care, Aries. Taurus, I made you these all out of order, so bear with me, I have to remember the 12 astrological signs order off the top of my head. And also apologies if you can hear music, because I don't know, there's some kind of festival going on around me, and so the music has been blaring since I woke up. So, Taurus, what do we need to see for you at this point in your year, mid-year? We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is telling me that you don't have to fight, okay? So you may have been putting in a lot of effort into getting something done or into standing up for yourself. What I'm also hearing is there's been a real proclamation of your identity. There's been a real need for you to defend who you are up until this point in the year, Taurus. And this card is saying you no longer have to do this. In fact, you never had to do this. You never had to defend who you are, Taurus, but you may have felt like you needed to. This card says pull back, right? If people don't get you, if people don't like you, if people don't seem to understand what you're doing, let it be. It's not your issue, right? So there's something here in the sense that you've learned how to maintain boundaries, and now you've got to the place where you realise you don't need them. Because if you surround yourself with the right people, you don't need to have your walls up. And I think that's something you're learning right now. Okay, Taurus? So this is confirmation that who you are is enough, okay? Thank you, Taurus. On we go to Gemini, I believe. So Gemini, what do we need to see for you, Gemini, for your midpoint check-in? Gemini, midpoint check-in, what do we need to see for you? Gemini, midpoint check-in. Your card's taking some time. Gemini, midpoint check-in. Gemini, oh, and here it is. Judgment. That's why it was taking quite some time. It's a big card. Things are shifting and changing for you in a big way, Gemini. And it's all down to the decisions that you're making or that you are making. So you've been making some big decisions to make some big changes in your life. And you were called to continue that. So either you've been doing this already this year, or from this point onwards you will be. But there's something about you changing your life based off of your decisions, based off of you taking control. And it's divinely ordained. This is exactly the right time for you to be doing that. So if it's felt hard or difficult or challenging, if you've worried about the validity of making some of these decisions and changes, know that they're completely valid. This is the right time and go for it. Right, Gemini? Thank you. Cancer? Let's go for Cancer next, I believe. Cancer, what do we need to see for you? Eight of Swords. This is interesting. This is a card of feeling a little bit stuck. Often it's being stuck kind of like in a prison of our own making, right? Often it's us not being able to see the wood for the trees, all of those cliches, right? Wood for the trees, prison of our own making. She's blindfolded, she's tied up, standing in the middle of swords and standing on water. So there's something that is really heart-based for you that has you feeling a little bit trapped. You're not sure if you're in the right place in your life. There's a period of reassessment coming up for you at this point in the year. You're looking at things again. You're thinking, is this right for me? Have I chosen the right thing? Should I be doing this? And in that space, you are momentarily paralysed. You can't move when you're not sure of which direction to go in. So even though this isn't the Hanged Man, I'm feeling major Hanged Man energy where this period of stuckness is actually really good for you, because it will allow you to really look at certain things and understand if those things are right for you or not. So don't skip past this phase, Cancer. Don't rush to unbind yourself. If you're feeling trapped, see why you are feeling trapped and what that feeling is trying to tell you. Okay? Good luck. Bye. So now we are looking at Leo. Okay? Leo, what do we need to see for you, Leo? So far we've done Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Leo. I feel like I've missed someone. No, I don't think I have. Who knows? Leo. What do we need to see for you, Leo? Leo, what do I need to see for you, Leo? Got it here. The Hierophant. This is a call to commit, Leo. And that may be really hard for you. You are a free spirit, right? All the signs of the zodiac, you do your thing. And this is the card of commitment. So this may be terrifying for you to see. But you're being called to commit to someone or something. It may be an establishment, it may be a job, it may be a path of learning. But the universe wants you to stop, stand still, and commit to something. You may be on the verge of getting married or thinking about getting married, and this is a really positive omen for that, because this commitment is coming up for you, and it's coming up for you for a reason. And a very slim, small amount of people watching this will be calling you to reassess your commitments, to work out what it is that you value and what you don't value. This may be a shake-up for some of you. So you'll know, right? If you have been in place for a long time, this card is saying, take a look at those commitments again. If you've been shying away from commitment, this card is saying commit, because you will reap the benefits of that, right? So you know where you fall on that spectrum, Leo. But this is all about looking at your commitments or lack thereof, okay? And that's where you're at, midpoint 2024. Thank you. Bye-bye. Virgo. What do we need to see for you now, Virgo? What do we need to see for you? Midpoint in the year 2024. Virgo. Midpoint in the year 2024. Five of Swords. You're getting what you want, Virgo. Some people are not going to get what they want. What I'm really feeling is that you need to be selfish at this time, Virgo. This card is saying to me, do what works for you. This is a time in your life where it's right for you to put yourself and your needs first, even if it disappoints others. Don't shy away from it because it disappoints others, okay? Allow yourself to disappoint others in order to get what you want. This is your time, Virgo. There's nothing selfish about putting yourself first every once in a while, and it's your time to do so. All right? Take care. Bye. Libra? I think that's next, Libra. What do we need to see for you next? Libra, what do we need to see for you at this point in your year? Gorgeous. The Fool. So, the rest of this year is about embracing new things and taking risks. So you'll know what this pertains to in your own life. If there's been something you've been umming and ahhing about because it seems like a risk, this card very clearly says do it. You may be on the back foot for a while in the sense that doing it may cause you to face that uncertainty, being on unsure footing, right? So moving out of your comfort zone is scary because it says to you, everything that you've mastered so far, you are leaving behind in the hope that it'll be worth it, but you're not entirely sure. That's the energy of the floor, and that's what we want you to embrace right now, Libra, okay? Because it's only through pushing ourselves into uncharted territory over and over again that we continue to grow and learn and experience life in all its abundance. Take care. Bye. So we're on Scorpio. Scorpio, what do we need to see for you? I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Scorpio, what do we need to see for you? Midpoint, June 2024, midpoint of the year. We have two cards for you. Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to change in your favour. Where you have been giving, you will be receiving. Okay? So it's a very reap what you sow kind of energy. Conversely, where you've been receiving without giving, that will also be flipped on its head. So it really depends where you stand on this card, Scorpio. Have you been the one giving? Have you been the one taking, right? As kind of harsh as that sounds, because the balance will be restored from this point onwards in the year. So I'm hearing that phrase, right side of history. In terms of your life, are you on the right side of history? If not, get right with it. Because the rest of this year is going to be all about balance and scales and that wheel, right? This divine intervention, making it so. Take care, Scorpio, and good luck. Sagittarius. What do we need to see for you? Midpoint in the year, June 2024, we have it. Eight of Pentacles. So this is all about hard work. And I remember, because I am a Sagittarius, I remember that your yearly reading was all about hard work, working hard to build the life that you want. And this shows me that that's exactly what you're doing. You're putting in the work, right? And because you're putting in the work, there is so much growth. Do you see in the background, in that behind her in the window, all of these buildings? To me, that's symbolizing growth, right? You are putting in the work for your ultimate growth. You are seeing growth. If this person just turned their head and looked out the window, they would see the growth. But I have a feeling you're not actually seeing the growth yet, if that makes sense. You're yet to look out the proverbial window and see that growth. But rest assured that growth is there. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard, because you know what comes after the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and then it's the 10 of Pentacles. So keep working at what you're working on. So for some of you, it may be a project. For some of you, it's big life goals and landmarks. Just keep going, because you are getting there. All right? Take care. Bye. Capricorn, what do we need to see for you, Capris? Capri Suns. Capricorn, what do we need to see for you at this midpoint check-in? Oh my gracious, all the cards have fallen on the floor. Bear with me. Wow, so many of them. Okay. Whew. Let's get back to it. Capricorn. The cards want to speak to you, don't they? Oh. And you know what? There was one card that it fell on, and that keeps presenting itself to me, so this is your card. You have the Empress. What a gorgeous card. This says to me that you are sitting pretty, right? You've built something. It's interesting because the last one was Sagittarius and it was about still being in that building phase. Seeing that what you've built is coming to fruition, right? But it's coming in. You're there. You've built this, okay? So there's something really special and to be celebrated at this time about what you have achieved and what you have built. Okay, Capricorn, so there is an energy here where you can sit back and rest on your laurels a little bit. Not for too long, because we all must keep going, right? But there's something here about taking time to breathe and enjoy the fruits of your labour. That's what this point in this year is for you right now. Okay? And that card has dropped on the floor again. The Empress really wants to talk to me today, hey? So, that was Capricorn. We are now on Aquarius? Aquarius. What do we need to see for you, Aquarius, midpoint in your year? What do we need to see for you, Aquarius? Oh, here it is. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some disharmony here when it comes to family, when it comes to long-term investments, when it comes to all things related to kind of heritage and growth. It's hereditary here, this energy, it's hereditary. And there is some discord there, right? So whenever there's some discord like this, it just means that something has to change, something has to move, something's become stagnated. So there was a call here for things to move in regards to your family life, for things to change, for things to shift, for things to evolve. In fact, they may have already shifted, changed and evolved, but you need to catch up with this. Because this is a card of legacy and family. Upright, it's one of the best cards in the deck, right? But upside down, there's this energy of going round and round in circles. You know, if I'm looking at generational curses, oh, that was strong. I never use this new word, curses. If we're looking at generational trauma, that generational trauma is still moving around in your life at the moment, Aquarius, and it's coming up at this point in the year for you to get rid of it and to clear it out, okay? So if you don't know much about the term generational trauma, look it up, allow yourself to work through it with a professional like a therapist, or, you know, reading books and watching informative videos. Get familiar with what that generational trauma may be looking for you, like for you in your life and your family, and actively work on releasing that, healing that, because that's the only way in which you'll clear this kind of stuck family energy and be able to move on to a much more fruitful energy. And it's also about what you will be passing on to the next generation, okay? You want to pass on this unburdened version of yourself. And so that's what you're working on at the moment, unburdening yourself from generational trauma, okay? Thank you, Aquarius. And Pisces. Pisces, the last one. I am going to go back over and think about if I've done everyone. But Pisces, what do we have for you? We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is an interesting one. Page of Wands in the reverse. My first initial feeling was about communication. But the more I look in it and feel into it, it's coming up to me as the lack of fun. It's the lack of communion with yourself. Pisces, you may have lost yourself just a little bit. And you're being asked to reconnect. So to me, I'm seeing nature. I feel like getting out into nature, going for walks, spending time in the sun is going to be very important for you, Pisces. Come back to yourself, okay? There's going to be reasons why you've lost that communication with yourself. But at this point in the year, we want you to get back in touch with yourself, Pisces. Reconnect with yourself. Start to communicate with yourself. Talk to yourself in the day, right? Even if it's just in your head. Come back to yourself. Journal. Connect with what it is that makes you tick and that what makes you happy. It feels like you might have lost that a little bit for whatever reason. Come back to yourself, Pisces. Come back to yourself. All right? And on that note, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. If you've watched all of it, thank you for watching all of it. I hope the card for your sign made sense. If it didn't make sense, leave it behind, right? Wishing you so much love and happiness for the rest of this year. Check out my Instagram for daily reads occasionally. And I'll be back with a video at some point soon. Much love. Bye.